Here are the top 10 best guns of Season 8 in Call of Duty Mobile. First of all, in honorable mention, we moved the 3-3-tap weapons from the top 10 to honorable mention. They're not bad, but we reordered the list and added weapons that were previously kept out of the top 10 for various reasons. Here are the builds for them if you still want to use them. At number 10, as always, we have the SKS and the XPR. The SKS is a semi-auto 2-shot kill weapon as long as you hit the upper body. You can 1-shot kill with a headshot no matter the range. The mobility is quite slow, but we don't care since we'll play passively with it. The main issue with the SKS is that it's semi-auto, so it's not easy to use. Also, the recoil might not be a problem, but the flinch is, even if we build it specifically to avoid flinching. On the other hand, the XPR is a semi-auto sniper that can kill within 2 shots, even if you only hit the legs. But under 35 meters, you can one-shot it if you hit the arms or chest. Like the SKS, you can one-shot headshot up to infinity. Compared to the SKS, the XPR has a much slower fire rate, about 2.5 times slower. And unlike with the SKS, where we might try to break into a hardpoint as a last-ditch effort, using the XPR for that is a death sentence. Another cool thing about the XPR is that it can be used as an aggressive sniper. It has one of the fastest ADS speeds and definitely the fastest fire rate among one-shot snipers. Here are the gunsmiths for these two. At the 9th spot, we have the MG42. It's basically the OG Holger in terms of usage. It's an LMG with fast mobility, but that's not what makes it special. It has over 8,000 RPM, which makes it missing shots very forgiving. And to add to that, the damage is pretty good. In the first range, it's a consistent 5-shot kill. Then, up to 38.5 meters, it's a 6-shot kill, which isn't bad at all. 2 things to watch out for. First, ammo management. You have 125 bullets, which burn in just 7 seconds of spray time. Most LMGs have about 10, and the reload time isn't fast at all, taking about 4.5 seconds. Second, this build doesn't use a suppressor which reveals your precision instantly. In the previous top 10 videos, we included builds that followed the champ's rules, which were more likely to be seen in stage 4. Now that it's over, we went back to a usual build. At number 8, we have the 3 Flex ARs, which basically replaced the 3-3-tap ARs we had before. They fit the current meta, or should we say, game pace, a bit better. First, the AK-117. We talked about it in a previous video, so I won't spend much time on it. But for the Peacekeeper and Type 19, I'm going to take some time. The Type 19, depending on whether you build it like a Flex AR or a passive AR, doesn't have many advantages over the Peacekeeper. One advantage it keeps, no matter what, is the easy to control recoil. But if we compare the Flex builds, the Type 19 is only better in flinch, BSA, and magazine size. The Peacekeeper beats it in range stats and mobility stats. And if we compare the Type 19 to a more passive AR build, the only advantage it has is the magazine size. Don't get me wrong, the Type 19 isn't a bad weapon. It's great, but if you have a certain skill level and you're ready to invest some time in learning a recoil pattern, then you should definitely go for the Peacekeeper. Otherwise, just settle with an AK-117 or Type 19, depending on your preference. It'll do just fine. Here are the gunsmiths for these 3 weapons. At the 7th spot, we have our 2 passive ARs, the KN-44 and LK-24. These 2 sister weapons are both made for passive playstyles. They have similar range, with about 40 meters of consistent 4-shot kill and up to 60 meters of potential 4-shot kill. That's more than enough. Both have super accurate BSA, low flinch, high bullet impact, almost the same fire rate, and a large magazine with medium reload time. But the KN-44 has a more aggressive bundle of stats, while the LK-24 shines through its stability and ease of use. The LK-24 has a super consistent and easy to control recoil pattern, while the KN-44 is a bit more erratic after spraying 12 bullets. The KN-44 has mobility close to what we see with the usual Type 19 builds, while the LK-24 has mobility close to what we see on an Odin. Here are the gunsmiths for these 2. At the 6th spot, we have the PP-19 Bison. Buffed last season, it's the most new player-friendly weapon. It has no recoil, a large magazine, good mobility, decent BSA, clean iron sights, and decent range with 36 meters of consistent 5-shot kill and 25 meters of potential 4-shot kill. In the first range, it can even be 3-shot if you hit 2 shots in the chest, head, or arms. If you have a friend who's new to the game, that's definitely the weapon you should tell them to use. Here's the Gunsmith for the PP-19 Bison. At the 5th spot, we have the CX-9 and the Fennec. These two are the best CQC SMGs in the game right now. The Fennec shines with a slightly faster fire rate and a better reload time, which helps a lot for aggressive play. The CX-9 shines with better BSA, recoil that climbs slower than the Fennec even though it moves more laterally. The number of shots to go over the range is similar, and for which one you should pick, honestly you should try both and see which one you prefer because they're very similar on paper. Here are the red dot builds for these two, and the classic one if you have a skin with good iron sights. At the 4th spot, we have the newly buffed QQ9 with the 10mm mag, or QQ10. It was already great before, but they transformed it into more or less an HVK for SMGs. It can kill within 3 shots up to 16 meters if you can land 1 headshot plus 1 chest or lower arm shot, or 2 chest or lower arm shots, followed by anything by a leg shot. I know it doesn't look very consistent, but I've been using it before the buff, and it was already somewhat consistent. Now with the buff, it's really enjoyable to use. And if you don't get that sweet 3-shot kill, you have 24 meters of 4-shot kill range anyway. Mobility wise, we're close to what we have on the Switchblade, but the problem is the magazine size. Only 30 bullets with about a 1.5 second reload time. So, exactly like the HVK30. Ammo management is crucial. Due to that, we recommend favoring the Fennec and CX-9 in respawn game modes. For slower paced game modes, go for the QQ10. Here's the Gunsmith for the QQ10. In 3rd place, we have the Odin. We kept it off the top 10 list for a long time because it was incredibly hard to use and wasn't very efficient in ranked play due to the playstyle and game pace. But since last month, we've seen a huge increase in Odin usage, so I think it's fair to mention it now. The Odin is a 3-shot kill weapon with a 2-shot potential up to 45 meters. Up to 25 meters, you can 2-shot it as long as you hit at least 1 chest or headshot or both arms. So, in general, aim for the chest area. In the second range, the 2-shot potential is a bit more restricted. You need to hit either 1 headshot or chest and arms only. The mobility is slow, with a 337 millisecond ADS time and 2.1 meters per second of strafe speed. The recoil pattern seems impossible to manage, but the fire rate is only 413 RPM, so it doesn't climb that much and is fairly easy to control. Overall, it's the greatest passive weapon, but unlike the LK24, it requires incredible aim, tracking, and hitbox targeting precision to be exploited correctly. Here's the Gunsmith for the Odin. It's pretty much what you see pro players use, except they use FMJ over the magazine, which is a choice specifically for scrim play. At the 2nd spot, we have the HVK30. It's an incredible AR that can do pretty much everything from long-range fights to close quarter combat. The range is particularly good with 30 meters of consistent 4-shot kill, then an infinite 5-shot kill. The multipliers are also impressive. Hitting 1 headshot instantly reduces the shots needed to kill by 1. And up to 30 meters, if you aim around the chest or arms, you'll most likely get a 3-shot kill. The mobility is also great, similar to Peacekeeper's movement speed. It has 6.4 meters per second of sprint and 3.6 meters per second of strafe. The ADS speed is fast at 240 milliseconds. Handling and firing are stable, but a fairly low flinch that compensates for the weird recoil pattern. The great BSA helps you take full advantage of the range performance. The issue, like I said earlier with the QQ10, is the magazine size and ammo management in general. We have 28 bullets with a 1.3 second reload time, so we pretty much spend 90% of our free time reloading. Here's the Gunsmith for the HVK30. You can ditch the stock for any of the other 2 stocks depending on your preference, or for a sleight of hand perk or a red dot. And in 1st place, we have the BP50. The weapon itself isn't statistically interesting. From 0 to 16 meters, it's a consistent 5-shot kill with a potential 4-shot kill if you can hit the chest or stomach twice or head once. Then it's a consistent 5-shot kill up to 35 meters. After that, it's a consistent 7-shot kill. Mobility wise, it's absurd. 210 millisecond ADS time, 6.5 meters per second sprint, 4.2 meters per second strafe. Handling wise, it's also stupid. 60 round magazine with a 1.6 second reload time, no recoil, no flinch, and decent BSA. Honestly, unless you're new and struggle with seeing clearly, there's no reason not to have a loadout for this weapon. Here's the Gunsmith for the BP50. What do you think of the current meta? Let us know down in the comments below. If you think there are some assault rifles that we missed out on, we just covered some of the underrated ARs in this video right here.